Welcome back. We are going into round one with our weird black-green deck. Keep. I'll turn one Rot Shambler with Swarm Surge. Great. I wish that one of these Swarm Surges was a grave birthing, but I mean, we've got a removal spell, so. Well, I'm not going to bother completely disregarding this Cosmic Sentinel yet. Because my opponent might have like a Vile Aggregate or something that I want to kill more. Or not. Well, I'm willing to trade 1 damage for 1 damage, friend. We're still holding on to complete disregard, though. We've got a couple of turns before we're tapping out, so. Alright, Looming Spire is the Cosmic Sentinel. Sure, that's totes fine. I feel like my opponent has a bunch of 4-drops in hand. Which is kind of weird, because in my experience, the blue-red deck generally has more 3-drops than 4-drops. They might have a Spell Shrivel here, which I guess is fine. Brood Butcher can get Spell Shriveled. Or not. That's cool too. Blight Herder. Alright. Blight Herder. I just met her. I'll block. Ooh, now we're just rolling in the creatures. No attacks. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. 7 whole creatures. Coastal Discovery with Awaken. Okay. We can actually just kill our opponent here. This is great. Alright. So what we do is we cast Swarm Surge. Then we completely disregard this Sentinel. And then we attack. That's what this deck does. First strike damage. Cool. Got there. Sideboard. Meh. Run it. And that's kind of why I was playing that deck. I got 3 copies of Eyeless Watcher, which is 12 damage with Swarm Surge, and we have 2 copies of Swarm Surge. So, seems good to me. Sure. It's actually a really bad hand. I think we mulligan. This hand is worse. Hand is still bad, but we'll keep that on top. The first hand I didn't like because we didn't have any black-green sources, and our black cards were all reliant on us having other things going on. Alright, no turn to Cosmic Sentinel. Alright, so our opponent has a Coastal Conduit, Channeler, Reclaimer, Coils, and Coils. I think we just hit the Coastal Discovery. It's the cheapest card my creature has, or my opponent has, other than the coils. And it's most likely to be able to dig them out of the hole. And I'm not jealous. That's not why I did it. Alright, our opponent is stuck on mana. To be fair, we don't have really a lot going on either. But at least we have things. Alright, opponent drew Sentinel. I think we just fire off this Myers Malice. Opponent just discarded 2 Tightening Coils, so that's cool. So we know our opponent's hand. We just need 2 forests. And then we'll be pretty well off. That's a forest. No blocks. Forest? That's not a forest. Forest? Also not a forest. I think we hold on to the Bone Splinters. Ah, that's so tilting. Alright, so our opponent's going to be able to do whatever next turn, which is great for them. Forest? I mean, I think we actually Bone Splinters the Channeler. So that they have to draw a land to play their Conduit around. That's fine. Just incredibly tilting. What our opponent get? Eldrazi Devastator? Yeah, okay. We'll concede here. That was just rough. I'm all getting to 5. I mean, we run it again. We are only playing 17 lands. Yes. Keep. Card seems pretty good. Let's go. Oh man, Hedron Archive? Gosh, we're so good at this game. And a Transgress the Mind. Sick. So we've got Coastal, Touch, Reclaimer, and Wave. So we could take our opponent's Touch of the Void. I think that's reasonable, considering otherwise they could just Reclaimer it back. Could also just take their Reclaimer. No, I think we take their Touch. We don't want them to have action. We don't want them to get any action. I mean, what? I think my opponent had some amount of lands on them too, but Now we have card draw too. What if we drew a Bane of Belagid? That'd be pretty good. Alright, well. Swarm Search is fine if we had anything to swarm with. I think we just draw cards next turn. Oh, there was Island, Island, Mountain too. So my opponent played a mountain. So, alright. Yeah, you don't get to do that, friend. So we're gonna sacrifice this. Ooh, grip is good. Grip is very good. My opponent is welcome to play that Wavewing Elemental. Jesus. I feel like somebody dropped something in the apartment near me. Okay, yeah. You can attack with that if you want. Like, that's fine. Sure. Please play another Coastal Discovery. Yes! Yes, the blowouts are so real. Counter it. By the way, guys, how this works. My opponent cast a Coastal Discovery with one target, the mountain. Because I destroyed the mountain before the Coastal Discovery resolved, the Coastal Discovery was therefore countered. Yee! And that is why Grip of Desolation is a blowout. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in round 2.